what's up? I'm Marissa and this is Moonbeams Yoga. And this is the handstand video. If you haven't checked out the last 3 videos, I highly recommend doing that. The first one has some really good tips and little pieces of advice from head to toe that are really good for all inversions. Then we have headstand, pincha, forearm stand, and all of those will have really good advice for getting you into handstand. If you haven't mastered headstand or pincha mayurasana forearm stand, then maybe try working on those first instead of going straight to handstand, because you're going to build all of the skills that you need for balance and strength for handstand just by doing forearm stand or even getting some of that core power in your headstand. But if you're ready and want to dive into this handstand practice, take a deep breath in, and let's begin. So today's practice is going to start in a downward facing dog. So let's get down to the mat. Take some nice, deep, relaxing breaths. And just as a reminder, if you haven't already, you should be warmed up before trying these preps. These are for incorporating into your practice. So if you haven't already warmed up, please make sure to either take a little flow or do one of my videos and get your body and spine all nice and warmed up. So yeah, we're in down dog right now. Hands are spread apart. Fingers are nice and wide. Index fingers pointing forward. Maybe slightly externally rotated, not rotating in. And then I'm just going to have you walk your feet forward as far as you can to where you have straight legs. Maybe that's only right here, and that's totally fine. All we're going to do is bring the weight into your toes, flex your fingertips. You can really feel your forearms start to engage, and just practice sending your weight forward so you feel the weight move into your hands. One more, really send the weight forward and back into down dog. And we're going to take a child's pose. As you saw in the last 2 videos, in between each handstand prep, it's really important, or if you're doing a handstand, to let yourself rebound, let your spine decompress. We're going to take either a child's pose or a forward fold in between each of them. Please don't skip this step. I promise it's super important. So let's take a few breaths in child's pose. And slowly making your way back into that downward facing dog. Walk your feet in again, however they were, that nice little shortened down dog stance. And this time we're just going to practice raising up your feet. Maybe your feet don't go as high as mine, that's okay. Just imagine leaning your weight forward, rising up your leg, feeling the weight moving into your fingertips. Feel this coordination of your body. As your leg lifts up, weight goes into your hands. And take as many of these as you want. So you really start to feel that fluid forward movement. Feel your momentum starting to increase. And then you can take a forward fold or a child's pose. All right, walk it back out into downward facing dog. Let's keep going. So for this one, these are some drills that you could probably find anywhere on the internet and seem pretty intuitive, but I'll cover them here as well. One of them being just a regular split kick up, trying to kick up into your handstand. Maybe you have a wall behind you if that makes you feel more comfortable. And be sure to switch off legs so you're not just practicing with your dominant leg. And take a couple more on each side. Maybe you don't go very high up. That's okay. Just start feeling what that feels like. And have fun. Keep smiling through it. I promise it makes it easier. One more. And down dog. And take child's pose or a forward fold. Really important, let your muscles totally relax in between. Back into down dog. And the next one is just going to be like a little ball up donkey kick. And this is actually going to help you later on come into having a slow jump forward motion. The key to that though, and what we're going to practice in our handstands, is just bending both legs, using that leverage to ball up. Maybe you don't go up that high. That's totally okay. Just practice getting both your feet off the ground at once. And take a few of those. And child's pose. Not kidding around with these child's poses. And coming back into our down dog, I'm going to give you one final prep today, and that's going to eventually train you to come into your straddle up where both legs are coming up at the same time. But just to start to get what that motion feels like, walk your feet forward as much as you can, and you're just going to lift your right leg off the ground and then lift your left leg. And start to feel what that feels like. Bring the weight into your hands a little more. Maybe it feels like nothing or unrelated to a handstand, but just start what it feels like to lift your legs up. You're going to need these inner groin muscles, outer hip muscles, to rise you up when you want to start to press up in your handstand. And giving you a little demonstration of a puppy press. One foot comes up. And slowly, both legs can come up at once. My handstands aren't perfect yet. I don't know if they ever will be the most perfect handstand, but I can say that I've come a really long way in them, and it's been a really fun progress. But if I have to give you any piece of advice, it's go slow. If you need to, a really great prep is to just go against the wall for a minute and time yourself and really build up those muscles and build up your strength. And also, please take the child's pose or take the forward fold in between your practice. Don't just do 10 handstands in a row without taking any little breaks in between. You really want to let your body relax in between so that you're not creating new stress in your body, but you're actually letting yourself, just like the hatha practice, yin and yang, to do the yang, the handstand, and then come back to the yin, relaxing, letting your body prepare for the next one. Anyways, I hope that you guys really enjoyed this 4-part series, and please leave me a comment below if you have any more questions. I would love to answer them or make some more specific videos about anything that you guys want to know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching these, and please like and subscribe to my channel to get more of this content. Tell a friend, and check out the other videos as well. Sending all of you love. Thank you so much. Namaste.